Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Alex Malkov. Even though I'm not here, believe me, I'm from Islamic Coin. It's just a technical problem. So we're going to talk today a little bit about the ethical finance and especially Sharia-compliant finances. So, and why we're doing it and what is our take here. So the problem which we are began with is that despite many problems which, for example, Ethereum has, like expensive gas or slow TPS, very little, the projects are still preferring Ethereum network over other L1 chains. And this mainly because, not because people like Vitalik's impeccable fashion choices. This is happening because the Ethereum has the most of the users who are using the crypto at all. So basically, other layer 1 protocols are trying to attract the users and convince them to use their L1s instead of the Ethereum. So try to choose them over the ETH. But we think that it's important in order to bring the crypto to the real path, in order to make crypto on the global scale more usable. We need to cater the other groups that previously untapped by crypto or blockchain at all. So, and by solving the problems which stands between this adoption and the new group of clients, we eventually came to our Haqq network and the Islamic coin, which we're gonna talk about today. So, what is the Haqq network and the Islamic coin? If I need to describe it in one sentence, it's basically ethical Ethereum for the Muslim community. And the reason for that is because the Islamic finances are very different from the classical ones, which you probably know, but there are several big differences which, in the end of the day, makes crypto almost inaccessible by those who are carefully following the Sharia law, so using the Islamic finances. And but this is the problem, because the Islamic finance industry is very big. So by the end of the next year, it should reach almost $4 trillion. And as of now, currently, it has next to zero access to the Web3. So the liquidity from the Islamic banks, which are growing very rapidly, much faster than the legacy finance, the classical finance, it's huge. But it is untapped totally. And this is actually a really good point, a really good challenge of how you can actually bring new users to the crypto, bring new users to the Web3, make them to use the fintech space in general, because currently, as we see it, the liquidity is just going between the old ones, but this is the same funds. We're not developing. We're actually running very fast, but on a single spot. So when we tried to enable the almost 1 billion Muslims online to use the Web3 space, we faced several challenges, which are the differences between the Islamic finance and the classical ones. So some of the practices, some of the mechanics are prohibited in Islamic finance. So that's why we have the Islamic banks. We have other insurance companies which make the Sharia-compliant insurances, and we have other financial products which are designed specifically for those who follow the Sharia rules. So in order to reach out for this community, in order to reach out for this vast and innovative actually community which are striving to use the bleeding edge technologies in the fintech space and the Web3 space, we had to find our own way of how can we bring the Web3 practices, the best Web3 practices, to the Sharia-compliant finance followers without ethical controversy. So by carefully ensuring that our end users, which are a vast group, will not face these challenges which are common in nowadays when we're talking about the Muslim community using the crypto. So these are examples on that we need to avoid when we design in any decentralized application for the followers of the Sharia laws. So Of course, this is the RIBA, the usury. You cannot actually make a standard 300,000 person APY and offer it to people. So as well as the speculation and of course the gambling and other prohibited practices which we should avoid. So, but how to do it actually on a permissionless blockchain? Because Haqq is still permissionless. You can deploy whatever you want there, but we need somehow to solve the problem, to tackle the problem that the end user, who may be not very savvy in the Web3 or just have zero experience with it, would still use the Web3 and be ethically sure that he's using the Shariah-compliant finances. And at this I'm passing to our CTO, Andrey. Yeah, here you go.
Hi, everyone. Here's how we solved the problem which Alex just described. We designed a Sharia oracle, which is, in a very simple words, an on-chain registry of Sharia compliance certificates, digital certificates, which, from one side, for users, is assurance that whatever they use on-chain is Sharia compliant. From other side, for builders, is a framework or a path to this wide Muslim audience of building, shipping the application, and stating that this application is Sharia compliant. The Oracle is built, the Oracle technical interfaces, they are built on chain level, on EVM level, which makes it usable not just from client applications, but also by other smart contracts. For example, you implement a charitable application or a token swap. Thanks to Sharia Oracle, you can filter the incoming liquidity, whether it is, for example, this ERC20 token. Is it Sharia compliant or not? And depending on this, you decide whether to accept this liquidity or not, or accept every liquidity, but Sharia compliant liquidity takes priority. Also, we have agreements with some centralized exchanges, which also entering Sharia compliance market, that they utilize our Sharia Oracle in order to speed up listing applications for Sharia compliance ERC20 tokens. We're still permissionless blockchain, like Alex said, and Sharia compliance certificate being issued by our Sharia board, which is a team of world-renowned scholars. The process of obtaining the certificate can take significant amount of time because it requires auditing, feedback processing, fixing issues, and so on. So we decided to introduce two levels of approval. First, community, second, Sharia. As a developer, you can deploy any smart contract on chain. Then you have an option to apply for the community approval. Community of Islamic coin stakers, through normal governance procedure, vote for or against this smart contract or a set of smart contracts. If community approved it, the contract gets a community approval certificate in the form of sold bond token. Then such smart contracts can apply for Sharia compliance certificate. This first community approval acts as a filter from trolling, scams, and some obviously non-Sharia compliant projects. So community reduces work needed to be done by our Sharia board, which consists of very few people. Then use cases. It's not enough to just have this sold bond token. It has to be shown somewhere. The first use case is the Haqq wallet. Even though the network is EVM compatible, hence is compatible with MetaMask, Trust Wallet, whatever, we're building our own wallet, which have some features useful for people who are not crypto or technical savvy. But most importantly, this wallet soon will be integrated with Sharia Oracle in a way that when user signs a transaction, the wallet traces these transactions and try to find smart contracts with approval level below of level which user prefers, either community or Sharia. If there is such smart contract, we show a warning. Look, here's a smart contract. You prefer Sharia-compliant smart contracts, and this smart contract is not Sharia-compliant. Are you sure that you want to sign this transaction? We still do not prevent user to sign it, but at least we warn him. This feature also has one interesting technical implication. Maybe some of you heard how Curve DEX was hacked last year. Attackers, they did not hack the smart contract. They hacked a front end on which they directed traders to a malicious smart contract. In Haqq wallet, such attack would still be possible, but thanks to Sharia Oracle, this would significantly reduce amount of people affected by this attack. Because the moment attackers hijack the front end, every user starts seeing this notification that something goes wrong. Second use case, which is currently not covered by this presentation, we just had a brainstorm with the guys from Skip protocol, and we are researching a way to make Sharia Oracle affect the block building mechanism so that Sharia-compliant or community-approved smart contract get a priority lane in block space. And non-approved smart contracts, they can only take up to, for example, 10% of block space. This would prevent a lot of things happen on chains we saw on Ethereum, for example. Someone launched this huge NFT mint which takes all the block space and prevents the whole ecosystem working. We believe that Sharia-compliant ecosystem will look much, much different from what we see currently in DeFi, because modern DeFi is based on prohibited practices, most importantly, lending. What we see when some yet another layer 1 appears, their DeFi ecosystem is just a copycat of Ethereum. On Haqq network, thanks to boundaries imposed by Sharia law, we expect this to boost builders' creativity and create brand new DeFi, dApps, GameFi, whatever products they build. And most importantly, we expect this ecosystem to be more stable, more sustainable, and to serve people beyond just Web3 bubble. That's all what crypto was supposed to be about. Here is some information about our ecosystem boosting program. We have Hackpad and grant system of $40 million. If you build something, please apply. And here you can see links to more information about Sharia Oracle, Haqq network, and our native currency, Islamic coin. Thank you.